Hello and welcome to Art 228 Motion Design. I'm the instructor, Mike Wroblewski. I've got over 2 decades of design experience and more than a decade in the field of multimedia. I'm the assistant director at a full production studio up in Wayne, and we're going to be going over all the basics you'll need for learning motion design as well as some of video production. We're going to begin by looking in Canvas. This is just the welcome to the class. So once you're in Canvas and you're at your dashboard, you're going to see Art 228, which is our class. You click once on it, and I've got my syllabus up already, as well as sizzle reel and what last semester's students had done. Then you can see their work, read the syllabus if you want, and click on Files. Once you're in Files, you'll see the main course folder and then Fall 2020 Virtual. So if you click on there, all of the slides, art files, and some of my After Effects files for you to look along and see my keyframing are all in the Fall 2020 slides and art files. The full semester is already in there, all of the slides. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be filming my lectures. So you'll have the slides to go off of, which are yours to download and use, but then you'll also see me going through them in a bit greater detail, maybe including some things that aren't even in the slides. So you'll have access to those files, and I'm going to have them up each week before that week starts. So week 1, this will be up probably tomorrow, which should be Sunday before the semester starts. So each week will be up in advance, but if you want to get going and go through at your own pace, you can look at each week's folder and go through the slides. If you're going through at your own pace and you have a little bit of trouble figuring out something from the slides, I've also got my own YouTube channel, which is Mike Rob Productions, or you could just type in Mike Wroblewski and there's my photo, and it's got a picture of the TriCaster I work off of up at the top, so you know you're at my page. Once you're at my page, you can click Playlists, and I've got a playlist already for Art 228 Motion Graphics right over here. It starts off with my intro breakdown, and then most of the stuff is labeled by week. Now, if I move some things around throughout the semester, just look for it by topic, and there's already stuff up. So this way, you can keep learning at your own pace while waiting for me to do the full lecture slide based off of the 2020 fall semester. So there's hundreds of tutorials I've already got up here for you if you're going ahead of me. But if you want to wait and do it week by week, you'll have the full lecture up in advance before the class starts. Now, what I would like to do is I would like to have the lab time be streamed through YouTube with an unlisted link if you can all agree on times and dates to meet up. This is good because you could ask me questions in real time and I can share my screen and you'll see how to troubleshoot or push your animations further. It was very helpful to last semester's class at the beginning of the lockdown, and they learned very smoothly and got all their work done, and it came out very professionally. So I strongly encourage that. Otherwise, what I'm going to request you to do is get your work to me by, let's say, Tuesday night, midnight, and I'll check a Google Drive folder. I'm going to make everyone a Google Drive folder, and you can put all your art files and artwork in there. I'll look at your project files, and I'll record my screen going through ways that you can push them or troubleshoot any questions that you have. So that's one way I could do. I could film all that and we'll use that as lab time, or we can meet up online at a set time and date in an unlisted room on YouTube, and there's a chat for you to ask questions in real time, and you'll see my screen. So there's lots of ways for you to learn, and you're gonna have a lot of fun this semester because I'm very passionate about motion design, and all of my students learned more than they thought. And don't be intimidated by the examples of the previous students because they knew nothing going in. Not one of my students knew After Effects before learning, and they all pushed out work by the end that was at a professional level or very close to it. I know how to break down big, complex ideas into small, easy to digest bits of information. You're gonna learn, you're gonna have fun, and I hope you have a great semester. So let's start our learning.